11 to 6 in the morning. Oh. MTN calls.
MTN calls. Do you dial *406# to join? Everywhere you go, MTN. You've waited so long, and now the doors are wide open for you to join MTN, the Yellow family. There's got coverage and reliable data network in Nigeria. Just go into select MTN stores nationwide, buy a new MTN SIM, and turn it up with more
Maybe I'll come and do this quiz.
data bonuses on the Yellow network. So hurry up and get your SIM today. Visit mtnonline.com/SIM to locate the closest SIM sales stores near you. Everywhere you go, MTN.
I'll introduce the show, then you come and sit down. Are you ready?
No, it's the quiz segment.
Phones on silence, please. Phones on silence. Good morning, Lagos. You're welcome to Dream City on Unilag Radio 103.1 FM, and this is Comfort Uwakhonye here on this dial this morning. It's our Dream City Quiz Challenge segment, and you know how we do it. But today, Mabel will be doing it. So, Mabel, over to you. You have your first caller. But before then, remember that to be part of the quiz segment, all you have to do is call the numbers 08133038749, 08020933638, and all you have to do when you call in is pick a number from 1 to 15. Each number has 5 questions. If you attempt 3 of them correctly, you get to win airtime. And if you attempt the 5 of them correctly as well, you get to win airtime. The number to call again 08133038749, 08020933638.
Good morning and welcome to Dream City. What's your name? What's your name, please? You're calling from where? Ring Road. Okay, Ring Road.
Pick a number.
Pick a number, please. Number 7. Okay. Now the question: what is transported by Air Force One? I repeat: what is transported by Air Force One? A. Air Force One. Air Force One. A. The Pope. B. Coal. C. U.S. President. D. Atomic waste. Your answer is correct.
That is very correct.
That's
Question
correct.
number 2. Which muscular organ allows birds to grind up food without teeth? Which muscular organ allows birds to grind up food without their teeth? A. Gill. B. Sheyi. Which muscular organ allows birds to grind up food without teeth? A. Gill. B. Gizzard. C. Coracoid. And D. Atrium. Are you there? What did you say? Gizzard is correct. Question number 3. Are you ready? Yeah. Alright, question number 3. What separates the coast of England from the coast of France? What separates the coast of England from the coast of France? A. French Channel. B. English Channel. C. Bay of Biscay. And D. Bristol Channel. Option what? Hello, what's your answer? English Channel? Yeah. That is correct. Well done. Well done, Sheyi. Question number 4. Are you ready? Yeah. The theory of demand is attributed to who? The theory of demand is attributed to who? A. Alfred Marshall. B. Adam Smith. C. Lionel Robbins. And D. Paul Samuelson. That is wrong. But thanks for calling, Sheyi. You're still a winner and you will get your airtime at the end of the show. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to the show. What's your name? Your name is? Tunde. Where are you calling me from?
I'm calling from
Tunde
Kenya.
from Ikeja. Alright, pick a number, Tunde.
Number 2.
Question number 2. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, question number 2. Universal adult suffrage means dash. Universal adult suffrage means dash. A. Everybody can vote. B. Only children can vote. C. Women can't vote. And D. Qualified citizens can vote.
Everybody can vote.
Oh, that is wrong. That is wrong. But thanks for calling. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Morning to you.
Welcome to the show. Kayode, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good, Daniel.
Very well. Pick a number.
Number 11.
Question number 11. Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, question number 11. What system of government is political power inherited? What system of government is political power inherited? A. Fascism. B. Feudalism. C. Monarchy. And D. Democracy.
Democracy.
Oh, democracy is wrong, but thanks for calling. Hello, good morning. Hello. Hello. Hello, good morning. Welcome to the show. What's your name? Daniel, where are you calling me from? Daniel from Ikorodu. All right, pick a number, Daniel.
Number 15.
Question number 15. Okay, are you ready? All right, question number 15. Which country won the 2018 World Cup? Which country won the 2018 World Cup? A. Brazil. B. France. C. Cameroon. D. Argentina. France is correct. Question number 2. How many countries make up Middle Africa? How many countries make up Middle Africa? A. 10. B. 9. C. 8. And D. 7. What did you say? Oh, 8 is wrong. 8 is wrong, but thanks for calling. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Welcome to the show. What's your name? Ade from Abeokuta. All right, Ade, pick a number.
Number 9.
Question number 9. Are you ready? Ade, are you ready? Ade, you have to call us back. Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Welcome to the show. What's your name? Samuel, where are you calling me from? Samuel from K2. All right, pick a number, Samuel.
Number 1.
Question number 1. Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, question number 1. What is the motto of the Nigerian police? What is the motto of the Nigerian police? A. The police is not your friend. Run. B. The police is here to protect you. C. The police is your friend. D. We protect and care. B. Did you say B?
We protect and care.
Oh, that is wrong. That is wrong. But thanks for calling. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Welcome to the show. What's your name?
Wale from
Wale from Ikorodu. All right, pick a number, Wale.
Number
10. Question number 10. Are you ready? Are you ready, Wale?
Yes.
All right, question number 10. What is the full meaning of GCFR? What is the full meaning of GCFR? A. General Commander of the Republic. B. Grand Commander of the Order of the Federal Republic. C. Gentle Commander of the Federal Republic. And D. Grand Commander of the Federal Republic. What did you say? Wale, what's your answer? I didn't get you, Wale. Wale, speak up.
Grand Commander of the Order of Federal Republic.
That is correct. Question number 2. When was Facebook founded? When was Facebook founded? A. March 2001. B. January 2002. C. April 2003. And D. February 2004. That is correct. Question number 3. Who discovered the African continent? who discovered the African continent? A. Prince Henry from Spain. B. Prince Henry from Italy. C. Prince Henry from Portugal. And D. Prince Henry from Mexico. That is correct. Well done, Wale. Well done. Question number 4. Are you ready? All right. Question number 4. The disease that ravaged and killed a third of Europe's population in the 14th century is known as dash. The disease that ravaged and killed a third of Europe's population in the 14th century is known as dash. A. The Black Plague. B. Smallpox. C. The White Death. And D. The bubonic plague. What did you say? A is wrong, but thanks for calling. You're still a winner, and you will get your airtime at the end of the show, okay? All right. 08133038749, 080-209-33638. If you're very good with current affairs, general knowledge questions, and science-related questions, feel free to call me up, and let's do this. Hello, good morning. Hello. Good morning. Can you speak up, please? I can hear you. What's your name and where are you calling me from? Ade, you've called before. Let's allow others to call, okay? Thanks for calling. 08133038749, 080-209-33638. Those are the numbers to call. If you're very good with general knowledge, current affairs, or science-related questions, feel free to call and you have an opportunity to win airtime on the show. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the show. What's your name? Debola from Ogudu. Are you ready? All right. Pick a number, Debola. Number 6. I can't hear you. Number 8. Okay. Are you ready? All right. Question number 8. What is the motto of Nigeria? What is the motto of Nigeria? A. Unity and faith, peace and progress. B. United we stand. C. Peace and justice shall reign. D. Love, peace and war. Thank you. That's correct. Question number 2. How long does it take the mass to complete one revolution? Debola, can you turn down the volume of the radio set so we can hear ourselves clearly, please? All right, please do that. All right. How long does it take the mass to complete one revolution? A. 687, B. 686, C. 689, and D. 678. Oh, that is wrong. That is wrong. But thanks for calling, Debola. 08133038749, 080-209-33638. I can take 1 or 2 more calls and we're done with this segment. 08133038749, 080-209-33638. Those are the numbers to call to be part of the quiz segment. Are you very good with general knowledge questions, science-related questions, current affairs questions? Feel free, hit me up. Call me 081-330-8749. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning. Welcome to the show. What's your name? What's your name? Dorothy.
Yes, ma'am.
Where are you calling me from, Dorothy? Dorothy, where are you calling me from? Surulere. Okay, Dorothy, are you ready to answer my questions?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you sure?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, pick a number, darling.
Number 9.
Question number 9. Okay, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, let's go. Dorothy, what do you call a person who finds a problem, offers a solution, and gets paid for it? I'll take it again. What do you call a person who finds a problem, offers a solution, and gets paid for it? A. Underwriter. What did you say?
I said a detective.
Thank you, Dorothy. Dorothy, I have to let you go, but thanks for calling, darling. Okay, and that's it for our quiz segment this morning. Shout out to Wale and Sheyi for. Okay, let's take this call. Hello, good morning. Hello. Okay, that's it for our quiz segment this morning. We'll go for this quick break, and when we come back, we'll get to meet our guest today. Today, we are talking selling a different narrative about Nigeria. That is what we're talking about today. Selling a different narrative about Nigeria. What are those things that we have heard about Nigeria, especially those in diaspora? What are those things that you hear about the country that are not true? So we're going to look at these issues today and see how we can reposition ourselves as Nigerians so that people can speak of us well and not the other way around. So stick around. I'll be back after this break. Do not go anywhere. No interesting.
It's a child.
I know it's a child. That's more reason
I think
why.
she called for the spelling bee.
That Ayo, he wants double credit.
What that? He wants, don't mind him. He called again.
You gotta get mine.
You have a cough or cold or something.
No, like, I think it's just nervousness.
What really makes my customers like me is that they know
You're already using the game now.
I mean, because I can't explain it. What else can it be? It's probably just nervousness.
Sure.
treatment, just like MTN for me. MTN for me.
I'm usually the one
Yeah.
I'm the one getting people's interviews, not really doing it.
Especially for them. So if you're heavy on data,
Okay.
data deals,
Maybe I'll please you help me with the live,
airtime deals, the possibilities are
the live video.
This is correct, right?
Yes, it's fine. Help me. Don't cover the.
everywhere you go. MTN.
You know that feeling when you keep downloading and streaming interesting videos, but your mind keeps whispering, continue, your pockets go here. But not anymore. When you subscribe to MTN's affordable and reliable monthly data bundles, you will enjoy 10 gigabytes with just 3,000 naira and 20 gigabytes for 5,000 naira only. Plus, a whopping 4 gigabyte free to stream YouTube videos on your reliable data network. Simply dial *131# to select and turn up your affordable data plan on MTN. Terms and conditions apply.
Everywhere you go. MTN.
Okay. You need some time. Are you ready? Maybe I want this direct video so that I've got them later. You're welcome back. If you're just tuning in, this is still Dream City on Unilag Radio 103.1 FM. So before that break, I mentioned that today we're looking at selling a different narrative about Nigeria. Before now, you hear people say, especially those in other countries, when they hear Nigeria, they'll tell you what comes to mind for them is internet fraudsters, yahoo, prostitution, drug dealers, and the likes. These are some of the things that a lot of people used to describe Nigerians, before now, and even now, some people still have that. They still feel that way about Nigerians. But what are we doing ourselves as Nigerians to change this narrative? How are we able to position ourselves? Meanwhile, the truth of the matter is Nigerians are doing well in other countries and are doing a lot and doing well. If you really go out and check, the thing is, maybe a few bad eggs here and there have spoiled our names out there. But the thing is, Nigerians are still doing well when it comes to their contribution to developing the country and the likes, irrespective of wherever they are. They are doing well wherever they are. So today on the show we have someone here who's going to help us with the topic. But before then, let's quickly go through his profile. So my guest is a public relations entrepreneur. He started his company Uwakhonye Limited in 2017 after working 8 years in the Nigerian entertainment industry as a TV producer and screenwriter. He has produced TV shows such as Sunrise Daily on Channels TV, Bargain Hunters on Spice TV, and Fashion 360 on Spice TV. He has written several episodes of African Magic TV shows, Tinsel, and the Nigerian British comedy Meet the Adebanjos. He has a BA in Politics and International Relations from the University of Reading, UK. He managed to career of broadcaster and actress Simidre for 2 years between 2017 and 2019. His company Worktainment has had clients such as River Lake Shipping, Reddington Hospital, and Kawai Technologies. At the beginning of 2021, he began a campaign called NG Change the Narrative and used it as a hashtag on social media to identify and acknowledge Nigerians who made the news globally and nationally for their achievements. The aim of the campaign is to instill positive pride in Nigerians, especially Nigerians living in Nigeria, that our country produces greatness. So listeners at home, I have on the show today Mr. Obinna. Inogbo. Good morning and welcome to the show.
Yes, yes. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to be here. Yeah, it's a pleasure for me. It's a pleasure to be interviewing you anyways. Alright, so listen at home. Remember you can be part of the show at any point. 08133 0387449 08020933638. These are the numbers to call. So if you have questions for him, if you want to make a comment, feel free to call the phone numbers. I posted something on my social media handles this morning. I said that if you have an idea on ways by which we can move Nigeria forward, we can change this narrative, feel free to call. Even if you're tired of all of this and you think there's something we should be doing as Nigerians to push out the good things that we do out there, feel free to call. Feel free to be part of the show today. 08133038749 08020933638. Now let's start with the fact that you have media written all over your profile. Everything on your profile is media. So at what point did your love for the media start?
The love for the media started in secondary school. I don't know whether it's the particular secondary school I went to or whether everybody
feels that
way. But basically, I went to a boarding school in Kwara State. So it was a school that didn't allow us to go home. We had no half term. When you come in beginning of the term,
there to the end of the term.
Yeah, so basically the school was all about we had the only way we could entertain ourselves was by listening to music, having socials, and being cool was very important in my secondary school. It's called Adiswe College, Kwara State.
Okay.
Like if you weren't cool, like you're dead. So from the age of 11, from Form 1, like entertainment, that was very important to me. So going to that school is what gave birth to entertainment. But I didn't know what I was doing. I was just loving it, loving it, listening to the music, buying magazines, watching films. I didn't know I could go hours. I could go hours listening to music, hours reading magazines, watching films. I didn't even know what I was doing. It was until I got older, university, going to clubs, that I started to see the possibility of building a career in it. But there was that fear. Nigerians, that fear, like, I can't do this. Like, what's everybody going to say?
It happens. It happens to everyone.
So that fear was there. So the fear didn't go away until after NYSC. When you're in your early 20s, you start getting a bit bold. So I started applying for jobs in advertising agencies because in that time, entertainment in Nigeria wasn't. I'm talking about the early 2000s now. It wasn't structured like it is now. Now you have entertainment companies. In 2003, there weren't many entertainment companies in Nigeria. So the closest thing to entertainment that time was advertising. So I applied for jobs in advertising companies. So my first proper job was in an advertising company as a copywriter. So from there, it went on. Then I applied for a job as an assistant producer at a TV station. And it went from there. That's when I started seeing the possibilities of building a career in
the media. Okay, so different people have different views about Nigeria and Nigerians, but what would you say is the most common view about Nigeria and Nigerians, both home and international community?
I mean, there's the negative, which you mentioned earlier. Fraud, corruption, drugs. Then there's also the positive, which is, I could say, back to entertainment again. We can't hide from the fact that the entertainment industry has brought a good name to this country. So I don't really know the right. You asked me which is the view that
It's
is
common.
common.
Exactly. That
I
people
think-
say about Nigerians.
I think now. I think 20 years ago it was the negative, but I think now it's both. But both is better than negative. If you know what I'm saying, because that time 20 years ago there was no positive, but now there's a positive in there, so it's both.
Okay, but do you agree that to the view that Nigerians are faring differently from Nigeria as a country? That is a case what my country is offering versus what I am churning out daily as a Nigerian. Do you think Nigerians are faring differently? Like someone living in Nigeria right now, and all of the things made available to survive in quotes Nigeria. Do you think we are doing better than what is available, than what is given to us? In terms of amenities, infrastructures, and the likes.
I mean, I think the living here, it's not a secret. Living here is very difficult, but I think it's you. There are many successful people in Nigeria. So, what's the excuse? You know what I mean? You're asking me now. Do you think we're faring better? It's easy to complain. You can complain from now till the cows come home, but I mean, you just have to. People just have to look at other Nigerians and say there are Nigerians living in Nigeria who are successful. So why can't you be one of those people? Yes, the amenities, the infrastructure, all those things are terrible, but people are still successful. So there's no excuse.
Interesting. So you've been actively involved in telling a Nigerian story. How has it been propelling a story that most people, especially the international community, are not used to about the country?
I mean, it's basically at the beginning of this year, every January 1st, I sit down and I say, I make plans, what I want to do for the next 3 months, what I want to do for the next 6 months. So it just came to me, maybe as an epiphany. I just said, that I should just, because I'm in public relations, it just came to me that I should do something to change the narrative. So I made this, I started that hashtag, NG obviously for Nigeria, change the narrative, just to highlight the positive stories, and I said I'll do it every quarter. The first quarter I had about 5 people, Uwakhonye, Whiskey, Burna Boy, Davido. I talked about because they achieved a lot in the first 3 months of the year. Yeah, so I put it in the papers. I put it on blogs. So if you're asking me how has it been, I did it just to put it out there for people to read and know that there are positive stories, because that's what happened to me as well. There was a time in my life when I was like most Nigerians, thinking there was nothing good to come out of this country. I heard Dayo Adene on TV, D1 of the Kenny's music fame. He was on TV one day. This is 2006, and he said, there's bad stories everywhere, but there's also good stories everywhere. There's good stories in Nigeria. And when he said that, it was like a light bulb in my head, and it stuck with me. I never forgot that, and that's been the catalyst for doing what I'm doing now. So if you're asking how has it been, I think it's been good so far. But there's still naysayers, obviously, and people saying, why aren't you telling the truth? But
what is the truth?
What is the truth? Yeah, there's bad stuff, but there's also good stuff too. So you balance it out.
Okay, but do you think that just the same way Nigerians all over the world are setting standards and they are breaking grounds, do you think we are telling our stories enough? Do you think our stories or our truths, our realities are being amplified enough?
The only stories are coming from the private sector. This is now an interview about chastising government, but basically, in government in Nigeria, most public relations professionals are not at the top tier of government. It's usually journalists who work as media advisors to like a president or like to the governor or to the local government chairman. They don't get public relations professionals. There's a big difference between a journalist doing communication for the government and a public relations professional doing the communication for the government. Because and to be fair to the journalists, they're just doing, they they got hired, so they are doing the job. I don't think the government of Nigeria really knows the difference between the two, so they just get a journalist. If they got a real public relations professional, he would tell you the difference between saying things that will, you have to keep the public on side, you have to keep the public happy, you have to you have to measure your words, you know. But a journalist only knows his profession. He doesn't know the part about keeping all sides happy. So that's what it is.
Okay, but let's look at the Nigerian story from the eyes of the people you have met. You know, in the course of your positive storytelling, what is the most popular first view about Nigeria that they have told you?
I'm sorry, say that again.
Let's look at this changing the narrative, the stories from the eyes of the people you have met, in terms of pushing this narrative.
Okay.
What is the most popular false view they've told you? What are those experiences they've shared with you in terms of how they view Nigerians or see Nigerians in places that they have been?
When you say met, do you mean like
Any of the people you have met, any of the people championing this? You mentioned a couple of people that you've interviewed, that you've talked about and put out there. Have you met any one of them?
No,
what
I
are
haven't met
the
any of
false stories
I haven't met any of them. I basically I was watching their progress. I kept an eye out for what they were doing. You know, the first quarter, also the quarter that just ended, April to June.
Okay.
You know, the Nigerians home and abroad doing well. There's the lady who composed the national pledge. She died in May, and Buhari had kind words to say about her. The guy the architect who designed 1004 in Victoria Island, you know, he died as well, Fola Alade. So he was celebrated as well. So if you ask me what's the false narrative, the false narrative is the same thing, that you know, nothing good can happen. But the negative stories are highlighted more than the positive stories. Yeah. So.
But do you think journalists are helping, or do you think media houses are helping? Because there's no day. Okay, so I come to the office and I open my. I go to any of the newspapers or blog sites and everything. The first thing you see almost every now and then is bad news.
Yes. Yeah.
It's bad news. So do you think the media houses are not helping in amplifying our stories? Because I think everybody loves bad news. Everybody is waiting for what will happen next. I'm running to go and let me be the first to write that somebody has died. Let me be the first to write that somebody has gone to misbehave in UAR. Let me be the first to write that this. So there's a lot of bad news out there. Do you think media houses are not helping to amplify the good news or the good stories that come out of Nigeria?
No, I think media houses are doing their job, because bad news happens.
But it seems that there's a lot of bad news out there than we have good news.
Well, I mean.
But I feel that way.
Yeah. I mean, well, there's something called agenda setting. I'm sure in journalism, you know, where when there's no story, you create a story. So, maybe it's not. I mean, if you pick up the newspaper, you see some bad stuff, but I think it's also about how you look at it as well, because you can pick up the newspaper and say, oh, $1 is 1,000 naira or something, but
that's bad news.
Yeah, that's bad news, obviously. That's terrible news. Not that happened, but I'm just giving an example. Yeah, that's terrible news. But the other side of it is like that's just for today. It could be tomorrow. It could be 800 naira.
See, out of 7 days, out of 7 days in a week,
yeah,
I can count how many times. See, I can't even remember any time I open and it's good news. The thing is, it's always bad news are amplified. They're always on the first page of the newspaper. Am I lying? They're always on, at the first page of the newspaper. Then you may now see maybe one column and I say, one Nigerian did one interesting thing. But when those other Nigerians want to disgrace us in this other country, it will be first page on the newspaper. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, but you know that the newspapers are in business to make money, so they have to, those headlines.
Serve us bad news.
No, I didn't say serve you bad news. I mean, they have to be creative with their headlines. You know what I mean? It's a business that they're running, not a charity.
I get you. Anyways, 08133038749, 0802093369. 638. These are the numbers to call if you want to be part of the show. If you want to share with us an experience, something that happened to you while you were out of the country, or even in the country you met somebody and it's like, you Nigerians, this is how you behave and everything, feel free to call and share your experience with 08133038749, 08020933638. You can also tell us how you think we can change the narratives about Nigerians both in the country and Nigerians in diaspora. Feel free to call any of the phone lines and I'll be here to take your call. Now, some people believe that the Nigerian narrative will change when things start getting better in this country. Do you think this is the case?
No.
And is there a time when things will start getting better?
No. No, yes, there will be a time. No for the first one, yes for the second one.
Okay.
You can't wait for... there's a saying I saw somewhere many years ago. It says, let me just... Yeah, it's good to give people their flowers while they're still here. There was a guy called Leke Alder.
Yeah.
He had a business, Alder Consulting in VI. I was in his office one day, I was sitting in reception. He had a big saying in the reception. He said, be the best citizen you can be in your corner. And I never forgot that. You can't... not everybody cannot go to Aso Rock. Everybody cannot be a Lagos State governor. Everybody cannot be a local government chairman.
Yeah.
What are you doing? People are waiting to get into positions of power. No. Like, you are a brother, you are a sister, you are a father, you are an employee, you are a boss, you are in charge of your residence association. You know what I mean? You are something where you are. Even something as simple as not throwing something on the floor when you eat. Look for a bin and throw it. You know, why are you throwing it on the floor?
As in that,
You know
that
what I mean?
annoys me.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm sitting in public buses and I see someone just throw something out of the window. I'm like, really?
Just don't wait for like I said in quote unquote things to get better. Do what you do in your own wherever you are. Be great in your own corner. And the second question was, would there ever be a time? Is it not getting great comfort?
It's
silver watch,
it's
earrings,
relative.
lipstick, you know.
It's relative.
I'm sure you're going to go out from here.
It's relative.
You know?
It's relative.
Are you going to the beach today?
But let's
Are you going to the
no,
beach today?
no,
You're
now.
going to the beach today. Okay.
Okay, but how much do you think that do you think Nigerians in Nigeria are helping the cause of changing the narrative about Nigeria?
They're good. They're fantastic Nigerians. Even okay, I'll give you an example. Some days ago, I was coming out of the house, and this guy, this old man, he couldn't walk properly. He had a stick to support him. So I caught his eye. We locked eyes then. I wasn't sure whether he wanted to ask for money, so I didn't want to assume. So I just got in the car and did as if I was about to drive. Then he just called me, that he wanted money. So I gave him something. Then I was just driving up. He hit the car door. He said no, and I looked at him. He said no, that he wants to pray for me. So I mean that's a good. He prayed. Yeah, he prayed. He wasn't praying in English. He prayed in Hausa, but he prayed. After he finished praying, I drove away. So that's a good Nigerian. I mean, is that not a good Nigerian?
That story you just told, it can be in different ways. That's not even going to that. It can be in different ways.
That he was cursing me.
We have not cursing you. Not cursing you this time around. Now we've had situations of people you stop by, somebody begs you for money, you give the person money, and next thing something has disappeared on your body, or you no longer know where you are. All of those stories. So the thing is, in that area, I would say that we all should just try and be careful.
Oh yeah. I think obviously everybody, you use some kind of emotional intelligence. It's not everybody who asks you for money that you give. But that guy, come on, he was with a stick. He couldn't even walk properly. I mean, he was harmless. There are some people who are able-bodied like you and I, who ask. You make your decision. But that guy was totally helpless. So you just use your smarts as well.
Okay. Now, the Nigerian government believe that the use of social media by the youth in the country is painting the country in a bad light, and hence the Twitter ban. Well, aware of all of that.
You're trying to get me in trouble.
No, I'm trying to get in trouble. But what's your opinion about that? Do you think that as Nigerian youths, we use social media to amplify the country in a good light or in a negative light?
I think social media is just entertainment. It's like watching a film.
Well, but I think it has gone beyond entertainment these days. With the stories, with people using social media to drive a particular cause. We know what happened with the NSAS movement and the likes. You know, social media has gone beyond entertainment. But in your own view, would you say that the youth are using it more in a good light to amplify what the country or what Nigerians can do and what they are doing, or they are using it in a negative light to push out some bad stories?
I think it's both, because obviously, you know, there's fake news. People lie, people tell lies. People will wake up in the morning and say, oh, they are fighting in Shomolu. Meanwhile, there's nothing good. Some people are just not happy. They wake up in the morning in a bad mood. Let me make everybody else, put everybody else in a bad mood, and they just tell a lie and spread it. Yes, that happens. But there's also good stuff too, like, you know, when people send you encouraging messages and all that. I think social media is 50-50. You know, people use it to make money, and people also use it to tell lies. So, excuse me, I mean, what are you gonna... It's 50-50.
Okay, if you say so. But how do you think the absence or presence of social media can either advance or hinder the propagation of a new and positive Nigerian story?
The absence of
it or the presence of it, how do you think it can hinder or help push our stories there the more?
I don't think we should be talking about the absence of it. I think it's here to stay. It's technology.
Well, I don't totally agree with that.
No, but come on, even down something as simple. Remember, 15 years ago, you had to go to business centers, but today everything, you know, WhatsApp. Come on, business centers they've run out of. There's nothing.
Yeah.
When last you say business center?
That's a long time.
Because of social media. Yeah, so we shouldn't be talking that change is constant. You know, you can't be. You have to adapt or die. Because we shouldn't be talking about absence.
Adapt or die.
Yeah, we shouldn't be talking about absence of social media in 2021.
Okay, so but what are the challenges that you face when it comes to you amplifying the Nigerian story? What are some of the challenges that you face in trying to do all of these things?
I don't face any challenge professionally, because as a public relations professional, when I want to push something out, I just, you know, send a press release or write a feature to the papers. If it's good, they'll publish it, because they have editors. You know, they look through it. They're not compelled to push out your stories.
Yeah.
They only do it. You as the PR person has to make it, the story, something that is newsworthy. You know, the only challenges I face are personal, not professional.
Okay.
Which is, you know, people you know, people you see, who know what you do, and they say, this thing you are doing, are you sure it's going to go anywhere? Are you sure people are going to listen to it? Naysayers. And to an extent, I mean, you can see where they are coming from, because there's so much. We live in a society that is very difficult. It's very, very difficult to live here. You know, I mean, the other day I was reading, 200 million people in this country. 69 million out of the 200 million are eligible for employment. Out of that 69 million, 23 million are either unemployed or underemployed. So come on, there's a lot of tension. So you can see why they feel that way. I just rise above it. Sometimes you pick your battles, when to argue. Sometimes you just keep quiet.
Interesting. We're going to go for this quick break. Let's pay some bills. When we come back, we'll take we'll continue with the interview with Mr. Obinna Inogbo on the topic selling a different narrative about Nigeria. Stick around. I'll be back.
Okay. Hold the phone. Man, the thing.
Really?
You look good. You look good.
I know.
Even make your head
I know.
but
we're on break now.
But what really
We're on break
makes
now.
customers like me is that they know I know exactly what they need. My customers' needs are all different, so I give each and every single one of them special treatment, just like MTN for me. MTN for me gives.
Oh, okay. It's part of it.
Data and service offers made especially for them. So if you're heavy on data, you get data deals like to make calls, airtime deals. The possibilities are And yes,
What are you waiting for? Dial *121# and turn up special MTN for me offers every day.
everywhere you go, MTN.
You've waited so long, and now the doors are wide open for you to join MTN, the Yellow family. There's got coverage and reliable data network in Nigeria. Just walk into select MTN stores nationwide, buy a new MTN SIM, and turn it up with mouth-watering airtime and data bonuses on the Yellow network. So hurry up and get your SIM today. Visit mtnonline.com/SIM to locate the closest SIM sales stores near you.
Everywhere you go, MTN.
Yes.
You gotta get up.
45.
You gotta get up and make a move. 'Cause the world will never see you till you do. No, they don't really care what you go.
Video live.
Is it already on?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Okay. You're welcome back. It's still Dream City, and we have been selling a different narrative about Nigeria with Obinna Inogbo, and it's been a heated argument here in the studio.
Heated.
Feel free, yeah, I think that was heated. From different angles and sides, really social media angle, but then we're still selling a different narrative about Nigeria. 081330381 8749 08133038749 08020933638 is the numbers to call. So feel free to be part of the show. Now, you mentioned earlier, you talked about the entertainment industry and how the entertainment industry is painting Nigeria in a good light with the Grammy Award, Burna Boy and the likes and all of that. Now, what can other sectors or what can other industries learn from the entertainment industry? So it's not as if, so it doesn't look as if we're only projecting the entertainment industry to other people. So what can other sectors, other industries, what can they learn from the
I'm
entertainment?
glad you said that because sometimes it can be as if it's only entertainment we're talking about. I think other sectors like how did the entertainment industry even get to? There was no structure. It was just doing it on their own, spending their own money. I think it's just by doing it on your own, creating your own award shows. Okay, like look for example, there are other sectors who Nigerians who are doing well. There's a lady, Cherry Eromosele. She's the group chief marketing and communications officer for InterSwitch here in Nigeria, and she made the top 100 global marketing leaders in when was this? This was in April this year. And she works here in Nigeria. She lives in Nigeria. She drinks the water we drink. She eats the bar like all of us. Goes on our Lagos roads. So her. Who else have we got?
We've got our Flutterwave guy.
Flutterwave guy, exactly. Glad you mentioned him. Yeah, he has offices here. So that's fintech. So we got fintech. We have marketing and communications. To answer the question, I think it's just continue doing what they're doing to a high level, and somebody is always watching. That's what I've noticed. Somebody is always watching. There's a guy who owns one of the best advertising agencies in Nigeria, Steve Babaiko.
Okay.
He was invited to be a guest judge in Cannes in France. They were doing they went to judge adverts from all over the world, and they invited him. So he asked them, he's like, how did you guys know about me? He's like, and the answer they gave him was like, we watch out for who is doing everything good. So people are, whatever sector you're in, whether it's real estate, whether you're making food, whether you're making clothes, whatever you're doing, somebody is watching. So that's what it is. Just keep doing what you're doing to a high level.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
Now, going through your profile, it reads here that you studied the United Kingdom. Comparing that society to the Nigerian society, what will you think, or what would you say is a factor that sets both societies apart?
Have you got 3 hours for the show?
Let's talk about some of them.
Many things.
Okay, let's talk about
Okay, first
some
of all, university in the United Kingdom is completely different from university here. Completely different. Like even down to something as simple as how many hours a day you go to lectures. Like in the UK, you go to lectures maybe 2 hours a day if you are doing a non-science course.
Okay.
For science courses, yeah, it's the whole day, 9 to 4. But if you are doing like a course like I did, politics and international relations, or English, or history, any social science, you know, any essay writing course, just like 2 hours a day, and it's not even every day. You could have Monday and nothing till Thursday, so just 2 days a week. Remaining 3 days of the week, you have to yourself.
Yeah, we go every day.
Yeah, but that time is not time. They look. The education for them is not just academics.
Or the time you spend in class.
Education is like going to clubs, is going to parties. You know what I mean? But you know, in Nigeria, education is just
One way.
academics. Yeah. Well, they look at education as all encompassing. You know what I mean? Hostels now, you're asking me for differences. In the hostels, men and women are together. There's nothing like a woman's hostel. There's nothing like a men's hostel. Men and women live in the same building. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
There's no pregnancies. You know,
no harassment.
Yeah, no harassment. There's no sexual harassment, which is what we're thinking is probably going to happen. That's probably why they do it like that in Nigeria. You know. So, and even a very important difference is in the teaching.
Okay.
You know, I came from Nigeria, so I was used to a system where, you know, in Nigeria, when the teacher is talking, you have to write. You're writing. So we don't listen; we just write. So when I went to the UK, with that Nigerian mentality of writing. So there were times when the lecturer is talking, and you just see me writing. I'm the only one writing. One day the lecturer looked at me. He's like, "Why are you writing?" I said, "I'm writing what you're saying." He was like, "No, drop your pen. Listen to what I'm saying." That's one. So I learned that. Then another thing too is when they used to give us homework assignments, like for example, they will write a question and say discuss. Like for example, just off the top of my head, they say the sky is blue. Okay. Discuss. Then me with my Nigerian mindset, I'll say yes, the sky is blue. It's blue because it's blue, and you know, God made it blue, and I'll just write why it's blue, But the teacher will look at it and he'll be like, "Why did I say the sky is blue?" I say, "But you said the sky is blue. Discuss." I say, "Yeah, but you don't have to agree with me. You can disagree." So that's a difference. But in Nigeria, you must agree that the sky is blue. And not only must you agree that the sky is blue, you must write it the way the teacher.
Exactly.
If you write it your own way, you say no. Write it my way. Exactly. So those are the differences here. So basically, so you're saying so that affects. How does it affect society? It affects. You can imagine a child in the UK, somebody growing up in the UK with that education and that mentality. He grows up with an open mind, a challenging mind, an argumentative mind. Yeah. But a Nigerian will grow up with a docile mind, a mind of like accepting what you are giving. So that's the differences between the two.
Okay. There's a time goes when you're having fun. We have about 5 minutes to leave the studio. Okay. But quickly tell us about the work you do at Uwakhonye.
Okay. So Uwakhonye is going to be 4 years old this year. It's a public relations agency. It first of all started off as a talent management, TV production and script writing company. In 2019, we transitioned fully to public relations. At the moment, it's just me and somebody else. So it's just 2 staff at the moment. We just got our office last year for the first time off 20th Street in Ikeja. We have 1 client right now. In PR, there are 2 types of clients: project-based and retainers. So project-based, they just give you a project, one-off, they pay you, and that's it. We're not praying for those kind of jobs. We're praying for retainers, which is ongoing. You know, they pay you for a quarter, they pay you for 6 months, and they pay you for a year. You know, so right now we have 1 client on retainer right now. You know, so the work we do, what do we do? Social media management, media relations, speech writing, crisis management. We're basically the eyes and ears of the clients. The things they don't see, the things they don't hear, we tell them. We tell them what we read the papers for them. Tell them what's going on in society, what they should be doing, where they should be appearing. You know, all these things position the business for more growth. So that's what public relations is.
Okay, so now for the NG Change Narrative campaign that you have been running, what do you need for it? How can Nigerians be part of this campaign?
They can be part of the campaign by using the hashtag NG change the narrative. Whenever they see anything positive about Nigeria, just put NG change. Just like how you see something like hashtag vibes or hashtag, you know.
So in that same light, you should use
yeah.
NG change the narrative.
I was about to say hashtag small girl big girl. You know, let's leave that one aside. Yeah, but just so just use the hashtag on anything positive. You know, that's how you move forward and you get traction.
Okay, so let's take your last words as regards to what fellow Nigerians can engage in, you know, to promote this narrative that you're talking about. What are those things that Nigerians can do to put Nigeria in a good light?
Short and simple. Be the best in your corner. That's it.
Be the best in your corner.
Yeah.
I agree with that, because sometimes we tend to want to put all the blame on the government and everything, but at the end of the day, even in my little corner, I'm cheating my brother, I'm cheating my sister, I'm cheating those around me, I'm not, you know, I'm doing all of that. So it is true, be the best at your corner, be the best at wherever you find yourself. So thank you so much, Mr. Obinna and Inogbo, for coming on the show today. I had a good time talking to you about on this topic.
Same
I wish you all the best, and I wish that NG change narrative will grow beyond just what it is at the moment. So all the best with obtainment as well.
Thanks.
So to my listeners, thank you so much for tuning in, for being part of the show today. And to my winners, my quiz winners, Sheyi from Ring Road and Wale from Ikorodu, you'll get your airtime very, very soon. You have a beautiful weekend. If you didn't win today, next week is another time. God willing, I'll be here next week, so feel free to reach out to me on the show and be part of the quiz segment. Do have a beautiful weekend. Bye.